Hey, hope all is well. Kilby here. I'm on a rooftop in downtown Jersey City. I just decided to pop on. I don't do lives very often, so I'm sure no one's going to jump on, but that's okay. I'll try to do them a little more in the future. Here I am, downtown Jersey City. This is right behind me would be the city side. I should probably change glasses so I can see. You have a lot of the newer condos that have been built here in downtown Jersey City. You have Newport, one's downtown, 77 Hudson, 99 Hudson. I have a listing at 77 Hudson. We got a 2-bed, 2-bath for 1.5. And then on this side, you have the uptown and uptown side, more like Journal Square. And then if you were to go to this side of the building, you would you have the high school behind me, and then you would kind of be up toward what they would know more that way as Jersey City Heights. So showing a client downtown Jersey City today, 1 beds. Just closed a place in Gramercy this past week for a client. So we're doing business back in New York and New Jersey. Jersey City's changed an awful lot since I lived here. I lived here a long time ago. Actually, my first place out of college was a little crazy place down by what was known as Hamilton Park Ale House. Now it's called the Hamilton Inn. Lived there and worked downtown Manhattan before I moved up to Midtown. But the places have changed. There's still a lot of beautiful brownstones, beautiful townhouses. Still some really, really good opportunity. I'm going to put out a little video in a few minutes. I saw a townhouse a few minutes ago that was I think it's legally a 4-family, but they use it as a 3-family on the market for $2.5 million. Right up on Jersey Avenue, closer to the 6th Street embankment, closer to Hamilton Park. I just was looking at that. It's renovated, has a nice backyard, has a little roof terrace. Good investment opportunity if you're looking to buy a place and rent out. And I talk to a lot of people who are looking to purchase a multifamily in this area, live in one and rent out the other. Always a great idea. So that's kind of wanted to come on to say. Don't really have much else for you guys. I wish I just wanted to give you guys a little flavor of Jersey City. Market's doing well. Market's still doing well, especially the 1-bed, 2-bed condo market's still doing well. I see deals coming in. I think in general deals are pretty close to full ask, but I'm seeing deals probably in the high 90s, probably like 97, 98% of list. But that's, if you get stuff under $1 million, especially under 500,000, that's kind of where it's coming in at. Some of the more luxury stuff, maybe they're trying to do some aspirational pricing and trying to get something a little, a little more than it's worth. So you might get a little more of a discount in the $1.5 million, $2 million range. But a lot of the people I'm talking to right now are first-time home buyers, and a lot of people that live in the city. They start by looking at co-ops, and then they realize that they don't really want to deal with the board package, that they don't want to deal with the paperwork, they don't want to deal with people basically going through their financials, and they don't want to pay that kind of down payment. So if you have to put down, for example, 20-25% down, let's just say a studio. Maybe you get a studio. I recently closed a studio for $495,000 in Gramercy. We do have a listing for $320 up on East 90th Street, Marizecchi and I. that's on the market for 320. But if you want to, maybe a little nicer studio in a, little different neighborhood, they probably, start in the mid fours. But then again, you have restrictions. You have subletting restrictions. You might have to live there for 3 years, and then you can only rent out two out of every 5 years. So basically, what happens is you got to move back in. So maybe you buy the co-op, you live there for 3 years. Maybe you leave, you rent out for 2 years, and either you have to sell it or move back in. A lot of people don't want that. A lot of young people now, let's say they work for a company, maybe they have a chance to be transferred. Maybe there's a life change, and they don't want to be tied down to a co-op. So talk to a lot of those people, and I'm helping them, especially in Hoboken and Jersey City, to find some opportunities where they can purchase a condo. They buy it, it's theirs, they have the deed. It's not a proprietary lease like a co-op is, and they don't have those restrictions. They don't have renovation restrictions. They don't have the board package. They don't have the board interview. They don't have all that kind of stuff. And let's say they can put down 10%, or maybe even 5% of the, depending on the owner occupancy structures in the building. Some banks won't loan if they're less than 50% owner occupied. But let's just put that aside for a second. You can, let's say, put down 10% on a condo, so you put down less money. You have flexibility, and you don't have to worry about co-op. The co-op I closed in Gramercy. A little bit of a hiccup in there with on the seller side, and we actually, I think, made that offer on June 15th, and we just closed on, what was Monday? 2nd, November 2nd, June 15th to November 2nd, where if you have the right bank, like a major bank and a condo, if you deal with the big banks, the Bank of America's, Chase, as well as the world, could take as long as 60 days. I did close a deal this past summer in 52 days, but you can probably close a deal in 30 to 45 days if you work for you deal with a smaller bank that can move things along a little faster than like a big box bank. The Bank of America's, it's kind of hard to. And all those banks, kind of hard for them to move quickly. So that's giving in terms of timing. Do you want to wait 3 to 4 months to close in a place, or do you want to close in a place in 2 months? Let's say your lease is up. You live in the city. Let's say you have 2 months, 2.5 months left in your lease. Then you're kind of stuck with basically having nowhere to live for a few months before you close your place. So a lot of people are like, oh, my lease is up, I'm thinking about purchasing a place, I'm thinking about buying a place, but they don't realize just how long it could take. So that's why going the condo route is always good. I'm happy to help with the co-ops. I do it all the time, but 75% of New York inventory, sales inventory, are co-ops, but a lot of people do prefer the structure of a condo. So down in this neighborhood, we're kind of right off what's called the Newark Avenue pedestrian walkway. We have a lot of nice restaurants, cafes, little nice place to eat right by the Grove Street Pat Station. You have the light rail that kind of loops all around. It goes to Bayonne, but kind of loops all the way around this side. Down in the Jersey Avenue, there's one at Marine Boulevard. Then there's a stop on Essex Street, Exchange Place, and kind of runs up through Newport. Which actually, I hear that Newport, they're thinking of tearing down and replacing it because they kind of feel that it kind of clogs up the city. So that should be interesting about those proposals. And then I saw in the paper, I think a day or two ago, that down at Harborside Financial, that Amazon is in the final stages of talks to lease. I think it's 150 and 210, the buildings down there in the Harborside Financial Center. And if Amazon leases those buildings, could be interesting in terms of what pressure that puts on the Jersey City market, whether that moves prices up in terms of sales, Jersey City, Hoboken, the rental market. We'll see what that if Amazon does finally pull the trigger and and lease those buildings down there. So just wanted to test out live. Beautiful sunsets. That's the turnpike in the background. We could go around here and see if we can get some Soprano stuff. Actually, I just watched a video last night about someone made a video of the original opening scene of The Sopranos and how it compared to today, and some of the stuff has changed. I guess the biggest change I think was made during this series was not having the World Trade Center. But that's it. That's it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy to answer any questions you might have. I'm gonna walk around here. I got a call with a client in a few minutes, but then I'm gonna walk around here and see what trouble I can get into on my way back while I'm ending this glorious Saturday. And hopefully my client is going to get the place that they want and move from Manhattan to Jersey City and be happy in life. So that's it. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. All the best. Hats off to you. Bye.